Hello, YouTube Infinite Magicraid community. Gandalf here. Uh, Thank you for the overwhelming positive feedback and reminding me that you can actually unequip your heroes in the Sanctuary. I totally forgot about that. So, as my continual effort to connect better with the newer players who are in the early game, you can see that my power dropped from uh, 2400k down to 1600 or so. My sanctuary is completely empty. I'm missing out on a lot of stat because surely you guys have 5 or 6 heroes. Like, you get a ton of stats already. Now, this is, I guess, kind of to offset my. I probably have higher arena and mark talents than you. I don't I don't want to bother resetting these. I think it's even. If you guys feel like, that's still not fair, let me know in the comments below. I've also went to the trouble. Okay, so we're gonna do yellow, which I think is the easiest one because all of the heroes are kind of guaranteed here. Yes, I understand, like, yeah, I have higher exclusive than you. Yes. We can try to, remove some gear to account for that. We'll see how the first run goes. If it's too easy, we'll try to challenge ourselves by maybe taking off some artifacts and stuff like that. Um, but when we look at this, if you look at my gear, I resorted everything down to blues where I can find gear. I'm not going to blow a ton of. I just simply don't have the gear, right? Like a lot of the elite at this point, I'm just selling, so I don't have the right gear. I found what I can found. If it's, epic, I only upgraded to 12, or in this case, Ben Austin. It doesn't really matter for his weapon. He's not the damage dealer anyways. Um, I think people might complain. Let's just go back. So here's my Nordak, Ben, space I'll be using. You can see it's all back down to blues. All blues here for Mamook, which I'll be using to help out. Mamook really is for the attack down. I feel like you can either use Mamook or actually, if you happen to have a copy of Zora, Zora at E0 also have attack down, which is going to be super helpful for you, and it's an AoE, so you just need to make sure she's fast enough effective hit, tanky enough. She's going to also help you with clearing a little bit. We'll see how it all goes. The key here is just to make Nordak really fast, or faster than the rest of your team. Space. Hopefully everything makes sense to you in terms of stats wise. Yes, Hazanja, sorry, I have a higher, piece here. I'm trying. Okay, let's see if we can find an accuracy set. That's blue on attack. You know what? Let's just use, yeah, we'll use that there. Hopefully you guys feel a little bit better about that. Heck, I'll remove here. I'll just remove this for argument's sake, okay? Just so that I don't have to resort through my gear any further. So this is my way of attempting to show you guys what to kind of focus on when you're pushing green mark. Um, I feel like if you can do this floor and follow these general principle, right? Because I think most of you are probably going to get a Nordak. If you get other heroes along the way, focus really helps. Allows you to double turn on your Hazanja, allows you to do a just attack down as well. Really good pick. Any other support that can help you with, well, your two. I don't know. Maybe you will decide to get a Momolo early because now you can choose EC heroes. So getting Momolo and with Hazanja to finish off the enemy faster is also another option. French is a really good choice. Ina is feasible. Um, there's a lot of different good options here, but I will recommend getting Ben Austin because Ben Austin can, strip off the shield and put the buff block on the enemy, so it'll help you with all of the waves where you do need a stripper. Really good option there. I think for me, Mamook also is really good because I can steal the counter attack buff off just to prevent the boss from doing a lot of damage to me. Same with, I mean, I have Ben already, so I guess I don't need that. Nordak usually would be a great pick. If you're focusing on your green color, green mark first, highly recommend Ben Austin as a second pick. Both work perfectly fine at E0 for what you need to do. So let's get started. From a turn order perspective, you don't need to be crazy fast. Again, let's look at our final stats here just so that you kind of get a sense of it. I don't know why oh, right. Nordak is going to boost everyone's HP, which helps you huge from a survivability perspective. This is also what's going to make this floor super easy. Um, we'll do a quick run through this and see where we land. And, if we find this is potentially too easy, we will challenge ourselves by maybe removing our gear a little bit, plus the sanctuary, and let's see where we land with that. Wow. That definitely doesn't hit as hard as it used to. But Hazanja is Hazanja. Again, make sure Hazanja has the highest attack on this team. This is also why, Hazanja Ben, you get basically the double, um, the double HP burn. Normally my HP burns will be hitting almost a mil, so you can see I'm like doing 1/5 of the damage. But hopefully that makes you guys feel good about. Um, You want to save your Nordax immunity on the second turn because you want to make sure you absolutely do not want to be full taunted. Um, but this just makes, this so much easier. Um, the Once things get going, you do want to take this opportunity to get all of your cooldowns back. And of course, you want to kill the Leas last, so you take less explosion damage, or have the opportunity to shield up and clear through that. Okay, so Leah is put the bleed on me, and good. Okay, one more turn, it's over. All right. From a priority perspective, same strategy as last time. If you don't have your team fast enough, of course, here this is a great opportunity for you to use space and get your entire team to go, and to make sure your Nordak can shield up for you. Um, Taunt is going to give you your team the speed that you need. And the great thing about Hazanja is hitting the entire enemy team, right? So I'm 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 saving to steal the buff shortly. In fact, you can almost slow down Catherine a little bit. I'll try to remember to use just Ben's first attack, because really it's about the joint attacks, not about having E3 to be able to span the ultimate there. Okay, so the boss just used the last skill, so this is the great opportunity to make sure once um, Catherine died, we can get the slowdown on the boss, and also now take this opportunity to get the attack down on the boss. Um, Watch the timing. This is also where, this is where I can say, yeah, if you had a E3 Ben, you have the benefit of doing the extra attack down from space to give you the additional turn meter reduction. Well, we'll show that in just a sec, right? Um, and you get to apply, all these extra attack downs every single turn. But I don't think it's really required. You know, you can see here, look, I'm getting the turn meter pushback, I'm getting the attack down, right? Like that makes it super easy. Looks like, we're having a real easy time. So we're gonna rerun this one more time on naked mode and see how well we do. Um, but I would argue this is probably the easiest mark color you do want to focus on. The main reason for the fact that Hazanja is given to you if you can complete the challenge, you have space already, the slowdown on the boss, and if you have any hero that can do an attack down, is gonna give you a perfect setup for what you need to do. Um, like I know people were, I think people were saying that, hey, look, you were using your sanctuary, and sanctuary gave you bigger buff than the gear. We're about to redo this challenge gearless, and let's see how well we do there. Okay, so let's finish this off, and we are done. Okay, let's go back, remove all the gear off of everybody, and see where we land at. Okay, we're gonna go, and the part I worry about is not it's the fact I'm not gonna be able to land the debuff. That's what I'm actually worried about. Look how low the effective hit is, right? That that that's the problem. So I would ask that, you guys be gentle on me, and allow me, at least say, for example, for space, like we really need to find an effective hit piece for her. Like surely that's allowed, right? I'll just pick yeah, something with, like, I don't need crazy speed. We're running really low speed here for space. And I think you guys saw I took all my auras off too. We're gonna remove Ben. So we're gonna remove everybody off of for Nordak. Nordak, I think I'm okay running naked. I'm okay running around naked, I think. Why am I still getting so much stat? My sanctuary is empty, right? I guess, is that all coming from my talents, I guess? I think, okay, so now you kind of get a sense. Let's look at the overview quickly. Um, just, I mean, overview 30k HP. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, maybe is it from my aura, my blessing, okay, is it from the blessing? But these are really lousy blessings. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's the exclusives, 30% extra. Yeah, I mean, hopefully your Nordak is at least this number. It is a very slow Nordak. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm gonna worry very much about Hazanja hitting. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm gonna keep the effective hit on. That's still very low. Mamook, I'm also gonna keep the effective hit on just so that we can land the effective hits. We'll see how we do on this challenge. Ben, let's go back to Ben. I will also keep the effective hit there, just because we hopefully can defense break or whatnot. We need the joint attacks. Okay, let's go back. I feel like the big thing we lost there was a lot of speed. Let's just review the lineup again. Go through our gear. So we're gearless. We're using urgent treatment. We're gearless. No aura. You see everybody's echo is also stripped off as well. No echo. The blessings are really weak, lousy blessings. Hazanja is pretty much, yeah, nothing really meaningful there. Mamook, yes, I get the exclusives. I'm not gonna go ahead and regress everybody, but hopefully this time we make the challenge a little bit more of a struggle. Yeah, I like the turn order in terms of where everybody's at. I feel like we're gonna struggle a bit. We'll see. So again, turn order wise, guys, right? Like, the enemy is 1600. The fact that you have space, that's also lowers the speed requirement for our entire team, right? And Ben Austin being able to slow everybody down, and you can just shield up your entire team before you have to go, get the speed up, and then let Hazanja start doing the work. And wow, we are not landing HP burn on anybody. Um, so this is going to take a while. Um, steal that, extend the buff. Um, shield. Slow everybody down, cooldown reduction. Wow, the HP burns are like tickling the enemy. Okay, we're looking good. The first wave is down. We took 40 turns. Okay, but remember the key to beating these waves, right, is save your skills for when it really matters. Is all I'll say. When the enemy starts dying, this is when the perfect opportunity comes for you to really just use your basics and use that to avoid um, some of the debuffs. Here you notice, right, when I'm using bend to attack, it seems that on the joint attacks, if the joint attacks are hitting the the um, sorry, my mind, well, hitting the holders, yeah, you are not you're not actually triggering the counterattacks, right? When Ben's the one that's doing the joint. Okay, now we're actually getting hurt quite a bit. The counterattack is going to go on Ben. Perfect. Let's use this opportunity to heal. Um, okay. Oh, getting awfully dangerously close. Gonna have to. Let's heal that. Hopefully, we get to cycle back to these turns that we need. Okay, get the attack down. All right, we're about to get to the boss wave, and we are getting everybody's cooldowns back. Perfect. Okay, step one, and you can see, even with absolutely no no gear, I hope that well, I'm glad I survived that. Otherwise, it would be very disappointing. Um, it is floor 30, yes. Let's start with this Holy Shield first. Let's get the taunt up. Let's start with some auto attacks. Um, we want to save the buff stealing for the next turn. Try to get everybody's attack down there. We don't want Catherine to take turns. That's the key. Because when Catherine takes turns, that's when things get ugly. Okay, so now we want to time it with that. Um, okay, now let's steal the counterattack away. Perfect. Um, I was hoping to use a counterattack to get the attack down to the enemy. This is where effective hit is super important, right? Not being able to land easy, not not getting these effective hit is probably will be the death of me. Um, I'm gonna try to take advantage. We really need to find an opportunity where we can land the yeah, there we go. The counterattack super helpful to be able to reapply that attack down to the boss. We just need to find those good opportunities here. If Hazanja dies, we're screwed. The nuke is coming, so we use Holy Shelter at this point in time. Yeah, it's really starting to hurt a lot. And we need to find opportunities to get the to get both of the enemy dead. Try that slow down there. That was probably the wrong time to use it. But at least we don't have to worry about the counterattack on the boss there. The next one is just a basic attack. So always pay attention to the turn meter, right? And the know how fast you move in relationship to the boss. That's super important. Hopefully the next nuke doesn't kill me. This is when I want to use that turn meter boost so that I can get my Nordak to move fast enough to get the shield up. Otherwise, it will hurt a lot. The boss is already taking 11 turns now. We're not even a third way through this, so this is really not looking good. There's still a shield, so you want to make sure that you don't waste your. And if the counterattack ever does happen, right, that's your opportunity to steal it with Mamook, but also to make sure you don't hit the boss when that happens. Let's not kill Catherine by accident. Speed up our team. The AoE is coming, so let's put on another shield. Good. The next one will be a basic attack. Um, the fact that you need to kill Catherine before she moves, make sure it's not cleansing off the very few HP burn that you're actually finally able to get onto the boss. We're okay. Yeah, the next turn is when we really need to. Like the fact that we're not able to get a slowdown on the boss, yeah, will lead to the death of me. Um, the fact we survive 18 turns kind of give you a sense of how this kind of works, right? Um, in order for this to work really well, you just need to find the perfect timing to uh, to get both dead right when. So you want to have enough HP burn on both um, right before the boss uses ultimate, so that the HP burn stacks will kill both enemies, allow you to put the slowdown on the boss, which will give you a lot more opportunity to stack up those HP burn stacks. You can see effective hit is super important. The enemy is at 80% effective res. For you, you really need to be well over 80% effective hit. I don't have the spare gear laying around for me to mess around to get to that effective hit. I feel like if we had the 100% effective hit, we would have, beat the boss already. Like there's just too many times we got resisted. So hopefully, this video was helpful for you. I can now finally put all my gear back on. Let me know if you like this type of content in the comments below. Hopefully, I pleased the audience where they were like, "Take off your sanctuary." I'm like, got it, guys. So that was done. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. And we will catch you next time in another video. Gandalf out.